Hey Peyton, hey Cool Gamer, hey Lily, hey Freddie. What's up, boo? What's up, youngest sibling, Marbu? Hey Chantel, baby. Hey Mary. Thank you. I want okay. Thank you. I'm happy you caught that. I'm happy you brought that up because I really did want to talk to Brian, but it was a little hectic because Tia was up there and every time she would say something, they would start going back and forth and I didn't want to get into that. Hey, Miss Boyd. So I just wanted to come on here really quickly and finish the little bit of words of advice and maybe just a little constructive criticism for Brian because um what is happening is every time somebody brings to his attention, and I hope you hear this, Brian, and you know I don't have a problem with you. I don't think that you are any worse than anybody else when they do the things that you do, and a lot of people in this sector do the things that you do. So if I feel like they should be held accountable, I feel like you should be held accountable as well. So here's me holding you accountable. Um, hey Nitra. So first off, anytime somebody brings to your attention when you say or do something hurtful to somebody outside of James, your reason for it is, well, James does A, B, C, and D. And as an adult, that's just not going to cut it. And also, you say things like, y'all allow James, y'all allow this person, y'all allow. Hey, Paulette, we are big grown in this sector. This is a sector of mostly, if you are under 30, you are considered the minority in this sector. Everybody just about is at least in their 30s, and even 30 is considered kind of younger in this sector. We have women that are old enough to be our mother in this sector, and then we also have some people that are younger. But this is not a sector full of young people or full of children. This is very much so an adult sector. We can't let nobody do shit. We don't let James do. And if you know James, doesn't matter who says what. Hey Jennifer, at James' grown age, nothing that nobody can say to James is going to stop James from saying what James wants to say. Just like what I'm saying to you is not going to stop you from saying what you want to say, and I don't expect it to. But what I will say is this: all of those things that you stated as to your response to me telling you what you did to Mr. Carruthers is not cool were all about James. And everything you stated are not, none of those things are something that Mr. Carruthers takes part in. Mr. Carruthers does not speak of dead people. He does not talk under women's clothes. Mr. Carruthers comes on here, and anytime you see Mr. Carruthers, he is being nice to people. Most of the time, that's what you see. Every now he ain't perfect. I ain't saying that. Every now and then, Miss Carruthers will get into a little spat, but for the most part, he's around here spreading love. Hey, Benz. Hey, Shay. Hey, baby. So what it came off to me as, you were attacking an innocent person and one of their loved ones who just passed away. The very thing that you are complaining about James doing to you is what you set up and did to Mr. Carruthers. And then when I dropped down, Bless told you again, you were wrong for that. And you said, well, I know I'm wrong, but unlike James, I can apologize. Well, what does the apology mean, Brian, if you come back and double down and say it 20 more times on somebody else's platform? It was very despicable. It was not okay. And I know Miss Carruthers is a grown man. Hey, Tia, Miss Carruthers is grown. And I know that he can take up for himself. And Mr. Carruthers, don't be on here talking about doing no fighting now. You now we I don't want you, and I'm not age shaming at all. I love Mr. Carruthers. Oh crap, he's a sweet man. But Miss Carruthers, don't be stepping at your body like that because you did threaten Brian. Now, Brian, I'm fair, but for you to just sit up there and continuously say, "F your dead brother," you and your dead brother, you and your dead brother, as if you did not just lose your mother, like that's crazy and that's hypocritical. And I really hope for you that you get that hurt out in a different way. And I really want you to, it's okay for you to be hurt. You did lose your mom. I want you to, and I know I ain't nobody, you know. I know I'm just a person that's cool with you on YouTube. But from my heart, I really want for you to talk to somebody outside of YouTube, preferably a professional. And I promise you, I know it's a stigma around it in the Black community that when you go talk to somebody, you're considered quote, quote, crazy. That is not the case, sweetheart. It really is not. Everybody needs somebody sometimes. I've had to go to counseling. I've been through trauma. You are experiencing trauma and you are taking it out and spreading your trauma onto others. That's not the way to go. That is not the way to go. And Mr. Carruthers in no way deserved that, what you did. That was, I see you swinging and banging and stuff a lot of times, and I just be like, okay, well, this is just argument. This right here hit different because this is one sided. Mr. Carruthers did not agree with anything James said about your mother. As a matter of fact, Mr. Carruthers was against it. He took up for your mom. And for you to drag his deceased brother is deplorable. I really want you to look within yourself. Shanice, leave me alone. I can't. Get on my nerves. I don't need a new smoke detector. I just need a new battery. But I don't have a ladder and I don't know how to do it. I have multiple smoke detectors. I don't live in no small home. Okay, y'all to see my home. I have 4 smoke detectors. Just because one of them beeping, the other ones work. You know how I know they work? Because I burnt cookies the other day. And it let me know that I burnt those cookies. Okay? And don't ask me how I burnt the cookies. You ask me, okay, I'll tell you. I fell asleep. Y'all know I'm always falling asleep. But anyways, this ain't about me, Shanice. You leave me alone. Damn it. Hold on. Let me shut my door. Oh, Lord. Well, okay. So I hope you search because this is kind of the same situation with Shanice. Oh my God. You get on my nerves. This is kind of the same situation with Newbie. You keep on bringing up how people said you was wrong about Newbie. It's because you was. Because Newbie is not one of those types to do those type of things that you claim people do to you. And you can say, I'm not attacking people because they love James, but we had this with Newbie, and your reasoning was, well, she sit over there with James. Newbie don't sit in agreement or get in the amen section and agree with no fuck shit, and you know it. So your reasoning was she's over there with James. And then same thing with Mr. Carruthers. It comes off as though you are, hey, one proud grandma. It comes off as that you are merely attacking people for loving James. That's not gonna cut it, baby. You can't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But I know that you got some hurt in you. I can hear it in your voice. I want you, I pray you get better. I pray you get some help. That don't make you crazy. I'm not calling you crazy. Everybody need help sometimes. People go through stuff where I've been through stuff where I need help. I don't consider myself crazy, but I've had to sit on that couch and let it out. And I promise you, through experience, it is helpful. It's good for you. It's good for the soul too, because you have somebody that's interested in your mental health and you're in helping you with your emotions, and they're not there to judge you and they're not there to repeat anything you said to anybody. This right here is not the place. And sometimes this place can be very taxing. And I know that when you're going through shit, this sector don't give you no break. They don't care that you're going through shit. I know that. I understand that. I've been there. They don't give you no break. I also understand firsthand about the loved ones that have passed away being spoke about. I mean, goddamn, I to this day, people say that I killed my best friend. So not only do they speak about my deceased best friend, but they say that I'm the one that is the reason she's deceased, which is, deplorable. But they do it for the sake of trying to cause pain to me. It just doesn't work. But what they do to you does cause pain to you. And I hear it and I see it, and I want you to get some help about it. Let me see what y'all saying. Mommy Dearest is ill. You don't play about your Shanice. I love you. He lashing out. I hope he can talk to somebody. I do too. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that prayer, Grandma. May she rest in peace, baby. And my condolences to you, because I know it never goes away. That's your mom, Yeah, like, well, that's what I'm saying. A lot of us have lost people. Now, I don't know what it's like to lose my mom. I can't even act like I got two moms. So that's that. I can't even act like I know what it's like to not have my mom, because I have two of them. I have two dads. Both of my parents have been married, but my mama been married to my stepdad for over 20 years. No, like 19 years. And my dad and my stepmom been married for 30 years. So I have four parents. I can't even begin to understand what it's like to lose a parent. I don't know how it feels, but I know how much I love my parents, and I know that it has to be the worst feeling. Besides maybe burying a child, it has to be the worst feeling. I'm so sorry, Tia. I'm sorry to hear that, baby. My condolences to you as well, because like I said, I know that it don't go away. I love you too, Judah. Hey, Jen. It's safe. It's safe here. You know it's safe. So, no, you're not. You're not. And we gotta find a way. We gotta find a way for you to channel that. Brian, like, what here goes the constructive part. Here goes the advice. You like to write music. What happened to that? You haven't been doing that lately? Can we channel some of that anger into some music? But not no YouTube diss tracks. Disassociated. I'm trying to find ways that you can channel this hurt you got outside of YouTube, because your hurt is personal. It's not for YouTube. And if you gonna be mad at somebody, be mad at the people that's dragging your mom. Don't be getting mad at people that mourned for you and felt horrible for you, because that's what you're doing. You lashing out at somebody that did not in any way ever speak ill of your mom. And you even said on Blessed Live and justified it and said he set up and agreed with it. And I had to tell you, that was a complete lie, Brian. And you know it was. You know that was a lie. William never did that. So, Fifi, hey. So, I didn't get to say all that I wanted to say because, like I said, Miss Bless did have to leave. And then when I was up there, as Tia and Brian began to go back and forth, hey, Denise, my phone was crackling up real bad. And I said, let me get on my laptop. And as soon as I got back up on my laptop, Miss Bless had to leave for her appointment. So I said, well, I'm going to do a short live and finish saying what it is I wanted to say to Brian And I hope it reaches him, and it is in no way an attack. It is just, I'm concerned. I really am. I am concerned. I know, Tia. I know. I be, I be. I was in your chat this morning. I be watching, even if I don't get to catch the live. I try to catch everybody replay. Hey, good afternoon, boo. So yeah, I want that for you badly, Brian. I want you to get some help. I want you to no, why, Tia? Why is he mad at you? It doesn't have to do with James. Cause I catch Brian's replays too, but when you try to watch everybody, you do fall behind on some stuff. But I never heard you speak on um, anybody's mom for that matter, not anybody's deceased parent. But I have no idea why. Oh, because of the newbie situation. Well, I mean, the majority, and this is another thing I want to say, because I thought the newbie situation was deplorable too, and I also thought that the excuse that it was for educational and all that stuff was a horrible one. But I didn't get on here and make a video about it because I wanted the newbie situation to go away, because it was a situation that hurt her and her family. So I didn't even want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. But I was I was mortified by it. I was. Um, but this is another thing I want to say before I get out of here. To say everybody allows James, nobody tells James. There are so many people on here that love James, but there are so many people on here that don't. James, if you go on LSA, we all get dragged. James is getting talked about by a lot of people right now because of uh, that Emmett Till stuff. So to say that he don't get called out is crazy, because he definitely gets called out, and by bigger YouTubers as well. Hey, Miss B Town. Good afternoon. How you doing? So, I just want you to see the pattern that when every time somebody tells you that you are doing something or saying something to somebody that hasn't done or said anything ill towards you, I want you to realize that it always goes back to James. And you got to stop trying to hold us. Well, I won't say us because you never done it to me. You shouldn't hold these big grown people accountable for what another big grown person says. That's just not cool. And then to turn around and say just as horrible things, it becomes very hypocritical. And then it makes everything that you are saying about how you feel about how you're being treated almost null and void to a lot of people. So I hope that you find a way to channel that hurt, because I know you're hurt, and I don't care if your mom happened months ago. It's still fresh. It's still painful for you, and I understand it. And I don't have empathy because I haven't been through it. To empathize means you have to understand fully how it feels and to have been through it. But I definitely have sympathy for you, because I know that it has to hurt. I just haven't been in your shoes. So, hey, Gordo. Good afternoon. So, I'm going to go because I don't want to beat a dead horse. And I definitely don't want Brian to think that I'm trying to attack him in any way. Because I'm not, because I like Brian. I like every fucking body, okay? For one of y'all say it in the chat or whatever. But I happen to like Brian. And I also happen to like James. And I don't think that anybody should be attacked for who they like. All right. Bye, y'all. I hope y'all enjoy y'all's afternoon. I hope y'all lunch is delicious. I love all y'all. Y'all have a great one.